Hey guys! Hello, it's Zara. I'm back. Welcome back. What is the name of my channel? Is it Candy Zara still? Welcome back to Candy Zara, my YouTube channel. I'm back. So, for those of you who are not new to this channel, I was a pretty consistent YouTuber for about like 2 or 3 years or something like that. I made videos about all sorts of things, but mainly keeping within the realm of faith. And then I got tired. And I think it was more than getting tired. I got tired. I think that there were some things that the Most High wanted me to do and like pay attention to and like just give time and energy to that I just didn't have because I was like doing this, filming videos and editing videos and like hearing a lot of feedback from a lot of different places and just like trying to figure out what do people want to hear from me. Not like what they wanted me to say, but like on what topics. Anyway, off of that. I took some time off. And when I say I took some time off, I took like 4 or 5 months off. It may have been longer, but I really do think it was just like 4 or 5 months off from YouTube. And I talked about why, so that I think you guys can go back and watch those videos if you want to know why. But as you guys maybe, probably, if I title this video correctly, then you'll know the title of the video and you'll understand the content that's coming. But if I don't, then I'm just going to tell you. Today, I'm going to be talking about what I did. What did you do? What did you do while you were gone? And I did a lot. I did a lot of things while I was off of YouTube. Number one, I spent more time with my kids. I have two kids. For those who don't know, I have two daughters. They are 5 and 3. I will not tell you guys their Chava and Batya. That's all I'll tell you. And yeah, so I spent a lot of time with my kids. I got organized. I am a homeschooling mom. I will probably be filming some sort of content that does not include my kids' faces, which is really hard to film. Like when I want to film like a homeschool day, the editing on that is going to be trash to have to sit there and edit because I don't want my kids' faces on YouTube. Truthfully, I don't even want like their bodies on YouTube. Like I don't want them really identifiable, I'll be honest with you. So I am thinking about like how to film that, or if I'm just not going to film that at all and I'll just film like the preparations. That is, I'm going off on a tangent. If you're new to my channel, I go off on tangents. I am long-winded. This is your warning. I try to put ads in these longer videos so that you guys can like get up, go pee, go eat, go do something, not listen to my voice for a few minutes. But I am long-winded and I do go on tangents, so forgive me. Okay, what else? So I got organized with my homeschooling. You guys know I value a Waldorf, kind of like Montessori, less Montessori, more Charlotte Mason approach to education. So I was public schooled my entire life. I even went to a public college. So this is the direct opposite of what I lived through. So I'm trying to figure it out. So that's what I did. I gave a lot of time and energy to that. I got better. I took up my hook, my crocheting hook. It's right over here, actually. Where's my stuff? My hook and my yarn. And I got to, this is, by the way, this yarn is amazing. But I got to being better at crocheting. As you guys know from the last video, no, a video 2 videos ago that I posted, I read a lot of books. So yeah, like at the time I was probably up at night, like editing videos, trying to like get it together. Instead of doing that, I was reading books. Okay, so I have a personality. It's not addictive, but it can be, and it's not even like obsessive, but it can be like very targeted. Like I have a very targeted personality that's not addictive or obsessive, if that makes sense. It may not make sense, but hopefully that makes sense. So I went into like this long time of just like hammering down informative literature on Orthodoxy, on Catholicism, on Judaism, on Protestantism. Like I was just like sucking in so much nonfiction, information heavy, scripturally heavy scriptural interpretation heavy literature. And like, that's great, but like, I'm not built for that life at all. So my mind was just like going. So I had to take some time and switch over back into like reading fiction for pleasure, like just really reading for pleasure, reading like the same way you can sit and like watch a TV show for pleasure. Like, we should be able to derive that same pleasure from fine literature, from good books. And so that's what I did. I fell back in love with fiction. Um, what else did I do? I dabbled into reopening my Grace and Genevieve shop. I actually closed that shop at the same time I got off YouTube because I was just doing a lot, guys. It was so much going on. So I got back into that. And within that, some of you guys know I am certified in holistic remedies. So I was thinking about getting a certification in herbalism, but I wanted to kind of like teach myself a little bit about herbalism before I went and spent cash money, drop the coin on an actual certification. So I did that in conjunction to like reopening my shop because I really do want to get into herbalism. I got a tattoo. You guys can see it's probably backwards on the camera. I don't know how it's going to pick up, but that says Chai. Chai means like living, to live, living life. And then it's like what they would call a tribal armband. And that just really reminds me of my African heritage. So I got that done. I am not going to be doing a video on tattoos. I think that I did an Instagram post. I will never tell anyone it's okay to get a tattoo. I will never tell anyone to get a tattoo. I will tell everyone to seek it out for themselves and trust in, the Most High, whatever He's putting on your heart. And of course, seek your spiritual father or, whoever you go to spiritually, seek that out and make your own decisions. I personally feel that tattoos are fine as long as I am not cutting my flesh for the dead, which I don't have any tattoos that are like of dead people or, dead people's names or anything like that. So personally, I feel completely free to get the tattoos. What else did I do, guys? I feel like I did so much, like so many like little things. Oh, I took back up my practice of yoga. I got back into that, and like I realized, oh my gosh, God like showed me so much in this time. So I realized that like I don't trust my body. So for those of you who don't know, I was an athlete. I am an athlete, but I'm an ex-athlete really. I'm a retired athlete. I played Division I basketball at Murray State University. I won't tell you the year, but it was a while ago. And I started playing basketball when I was 4 years old and did that nonstop pretty much until I was 21 years old. So that is a lot of beating on the body. And when I ended my career, I was done. I was like, we ain't going to be active. So in that, and then after 2 pregnancies, obviously, your body changes a lot. So I realized that like I trusted my body to have a baby, but like I don't trust my body in other ways. So like it took me like 2 months maybe of like very, very slowly working on certain yoga poses. And I call them yoga poses, but like yoga doesn't like own the pose. You know what I'm saying? So basically doing like headstands and like just trusting my body. Like it's so I can't really explain it in a way that's going to make a whole lot of sense if you have never kind of gone on that journey of like not like reaccepting your body or like body positivity, like, it's okay to be fat, it's okay to be skinny, like that kind of thing, but just like trusting that my body has abilities and capabilities that my mind can be holding my physical body back from. And so I don't know, like in taking up yoga classes at our gym and just like on YouTube, utilizing free resources, I realized like, wow, like I really want not so much to like challenge my body, but I really want to allow my body to do what it can do. And then like that became a metaphor for like my mind and my spirit. Like I am so afraid of like what's in here that like I put like a cup on it. Like like I put a cup on my spirituality sometimes because it's like I don't want to be like one of those crazy spiritual people, to like where everything is so over spiritualized or, I don't know, just like whatever idea I have in my mind about like what I think is inside of me, like what that could lead me to looking like or being like. And like that's totally not trusting in the Most High, right? So then like that led me into like my own mind and like just my base personality and just I don't know, just realizing and like how many ways I not self-sabotage necessarily, but I mean, yeah, it is like self-sabotage basically. Yeah, okay. So realizing how many ways I kind of self-sabotage. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing while I've been gone. I have been doing that. I've been sitting with simplicity. I've been sitting with some uncomfortable emotions about people in my life, about things in my life, about thoughts that I have. And I've been learning to like be okay with like not judging myself for every little thing that I think, do, or say that's not my own version of ideal, and realizing that everything has a purpose. Even our sin has a purpose, right? And so I don't know. That's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. It's not terribly super crazy interesting. I also binge watched The Gilmore Girls. I started November 1st. I ended December 12th, I think. So that was great. That was so good. That was just good for me. I love watching the Gilmore Girls, starting that like in November, I think. So that's like 6 seasons. If you've never watched the Gilmore Girls, you really should do it, and it's going to take up a lot of your time. So I did that. I tried new food. I tried new recipes. I fell back in love with coconut water. I tried a new skin regimen. So like right now I don't have any makeup on. Some of you can tell that right off top. That's not like because I'm not wearing makeup anymore, because I most certainly am wearing makeup still. But I actually took a bath and I took my makeup off before I did this video, before I committed to filming these videos. And then I was not about to put makeup back on just to film this video and then go take it back off. That's a waste of product, my money, and time, honey. So I wasn't going to do it. So that's what I've been up to. Oh, also, for those of you who do not follow me on Instagram and have no idea, I moved to Texas. So we live in Dallas, Texas. So if any of y'all out there are in Dallas and I kind of know you, then you should be following me on Instagram. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to, guys. Nothing super spectacular. Oh, that's something else I did. Did I mention that? I don't think I mentioned that. So I re-picked up, circled back around to my French studies. So I've been using my living language. Guys, I tell you about them. If you want to learn Hebrew, Arabic, French, maybe they have Mandarin, Russian, Greek. I think that's all I've seen them have. Maybe they have Japanese. I don't know. But I've been working through my French workbook. I took 4 years of French in high school and then like never used it. But like my French teacher was not playing no games, y'all. Like my vocabulary is not like that vast in French. However, I am remembering how to conjugate them verbs. Like she was such a stickler for like French grammar and verbs. Like as I'm going over these lessons, like that part's coming easy to me, but like the vocabulary part is not coming easy to me. Like the other day, I was trying to just say my notebook and I was like, is it ma carrière or is it mon carrière? And like Cahier. Am I saying that right? Cahier. And so I don't know. It was just like a hot mess. And I was like, wait, Cahier is the word for notebook. And I ended up having to ask one of my French speaking friends how to say that correctly, because I didn't want to go to Google because I'm like trying to get away from that. So yeah, I re-picked up learning French. And there was something else I wanted to mention, but now I forgot. I started writing poetry a little bit more. I'm like looking around me, like, what have I been doing? Yeah. So anyway, I re-picked up my French lessons, and I've also started a new hobby, not really a hobby, but like I used to love reading magazines. And then I think what happened was I got married and we were super poor. So then, like, I stopped reading magazines. um, but I love reading magazines. And the magazines I like to read are like, like your flea market magazine. There's one called Willow and Bark, and like there's like the yoga magazine. So, like, those kinds, I really enjoy just flipping through them, reading the interviews and stuff like that. So, anyway, for the final time, that's what I've been up to. That's what I have been doing these last few months since I've been gone. There's been a lot of um, inner healing, inner illumination, inner just like soul work going on. A lot of it, and it's been so good, guys. So good. Which I think is why I struggled to like come back to YouTube, because I was just like, man, like I am not doing that. Like, I'm not in that world anymore. I'm not living that life anymore. And like, it's been so good. It's been so healthy. It's been so beneficial. It's just been like empowering. Like, do I really want to go back? But I don't know. There is a lot leaning toward like, yeah, you do. You do kind of want to go back, and like, there's some good you can kind of get from it. So anyway, I'm back, and that's what I have been doing these last few months. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want notifications, or don't. Like, that's totally fine too. I'm not going to be offended because I don't know who's hitting the icon and who's not. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys have been up to these last few months. There's a few people that I know don't have Instagram accounts, but like, definitely, they definitely like always comment on the videos. And so those people, I'm kind of like, wow, I wonder what they've been up to. So anyway, my camera's gonna die. Bye, guys. Until next time, Im Yirtzeh Hashem. Adios. Bye, y'all.